Sup, my name is Ray for the Council Network. Welcome to Season 1, Episode 4, the review for AKA 99 Friends. I got 99 friends, but 99 problems. Anyway, before we get completely started here, I'm going to try to watch Digimon Try a little bit later today. So, if that does not come out today, it's going to be coming out in the next couple of days. That's a promise. But, again, just going to remind everyone, Flash, Arrow, Ninja Turtles are on break this week. Thanksgiving is a thing, so we may end up skipping Thanksgiving on Thursday and then come back Friday and start finishing up our reviews. Just so we're clear here. But thank you for everyone who's been subscribing. I'm very much appreciative of it. I just want you guys to know that I do care. So, let's get straight into this review. Jessica Jones is fucking amazing. If you haven't been watching it, careful for spoilers, you should go check it out on Netflix. And this video is not sponsored by anything. I'm just going to point that out. These are just my pure fact opinions, just straight to the point. Malcolm's still pretty shady in this episode, to be honest. Anyone with the name Malcolm in any superhero universe, I'm shady of. Ever since Arrow, I'm shady of. I'm not even gonna lie. We get a new woman who wants her husband to be, investigated. He's cheating with a tramp, she says, and, well, we're gonna see how that plays out during the rest of the episode when you go into the episode and start watching it. Trish is still being, the cops come in, they think that there's a dead body in there, they think that she's dead, and, the cop that I said was Nuke, I can't remember his goddamn name, but he's Nuke in the comics, and he comes in there, he's like, are you sure? How are you still alive? I remember killing you, like, kind of thing. And basically, well, thanks, Jessica, you saved her. So, Jessica gets into basically this kind of argument with him and is getting to the point where she's like, you know what, just forget about it, go home. But he's not going to stop Jessica. He has to die. And there's something about this cop that just is shady as fuck. And if you pay attention to it, I'm not going to spoil it. I have seen the rest of the season, but I will not spoil it. If you watch him carefully, and I remember I did say he's Nuke in the comics, so they may be leading towards that. Just like Trish is Hellcat in the comics. But again, I'm not going to spoil it. But to the point, something shady about him going on. We don't know what yet, but something shady about him. Trish is back on her talk show, talking with Jessica, apologizing to Kilgrave, because Kilgrave's got to basically get off on it. He's a sick fuck. He's got to get off on it to leave her alone. And we're going to see that, we see that played out during this episode. And of course, the more of her on-again, off-again boss, with her cheating lover and whatnot, trying to get a divorce, trying to get out of it. Then we get Jessica showing off what she could basically do by being in two little really close buildings together on top of it. Well, she falls, she's got superpowers. She'll be fine. Wait, why would we worried? Why would we worry? We actually get a scene between Jessica's on-again, off-again boss and her wife that she's trying to divorce, because the wife doesn't want to get divorce papers. So Jessica's following the person that hired her to find the cheating husband, finds out that this woman is basically learning to fire shots. Maybe she's going to kill her husband. Maybe that's what we were led to believe during the episode. I guarantee you, if you haven't seen the episode, you might want to see it before I spoil what's about to happen. It'll play out during the end of the part of the review in the episode. I just like doing it in order. So, moving on. Therapy class is starting, guys. Jessica is basically they're trying to find more people who have been Kilgraved. I guess that's a way to phrase it. People who have gone under his control. And Jessica knows if they're bullshitting or they're not. No, she doesn't have mind-reading powers. But she actually can tell because she's been under the control. She knows exactly what they should be saying. The feeling of it. And her, again, on-again, off-again, boss, being a conniving cunt bitch, well, gets told in Jessica. And then Jessica punches the fucking window. Well, the glass, and makes it look like a crack window. That's kind of why I spoiled that. I messed up on it. We can see the character who will one day, eventually, if this was the comic universe, become Nuke, trying to reach out to Trish, trying to make amends to her, offers her a gun. Jessica, again, drinking like a fucking maniac alcoholic. And we get one of the funniest scenes you will ever see in Marvel history. And I will say that much, to date. It's one of the funniest scenes. You see this little girl go up to Jessica. You're a bitch. You left him to die, and obviously she's under Kilgrave's control, but her dialogue from the script into this, it's just so brilliantly played. Honestly, this kid's got some acting chops to sell it so damn well. She had, like, the way it came off, it was like someone was controlling this kid. It was perfect. You're a bitch. You let him die. Of course, this is Kilgrave talking, but still, we're hearing it from an 8-year-old. I think anyone would be freaked the fuck out. Anyone would be freaked the fuck out from it, obviously. So, when it comes down to it, what happens when Jessica finds the cheating husband? Oh, he's with his wife, and the wife wants to shoot Jessica, and she shoots her in the arm. And, of course, they hear back from episode 1, where she tried to deliver the summons or whatnot, the court papers. You're gonna try to kill us with your laser eye beam powers. You're like them. You're like the green one. So basically what we get here dialogue-wise is we actually get onto a real level of what the Avengers, even though they're saving the world, they don't realize blowing up buildings and shit is actually killing people on the streets. And this is where Jessica and Daredevil and Luke Cage and Iron Fist and maybe even Spider-Man play a bigger role, because they're street heroes. I guess not Spider-Man because he's going to the Marvel Universe for movies, but when it comes down to it, these are the street heroes. These are the guys who will be saving them if they ever teamed up with Avengers. So this is a very crucial scene for it to happen, and Jessica obviously goes, "What the fuck is the matter with you?" But you know how you deal with a gunshot, guys? If you get shot in the arm, I mean, to be fair, she didn't get shot where the bullet was engraved in her. It barely went, it basically hit the surface of her skin, and then we get to see Jessica's superpowers on point here. We get to see her basically destroy the shit out of things and bend the crap out of everything. But, again, what a powerful episode nonetheless. Not much of Kilgrave during this episode. We do get more kind of backstory to what Kilgrave has done to people. We get more why he's kind of set on it. He just wants Jessica. She's the one he can never have, the one he can never control. So it's a very powerful episode. It's not jam-packed with like fight scenes like Daredevil. Is a very kind of different show. It's more of like a thriller and whatnot. But episode 4 does lay down the groundwork for the relationship between Trish and the cop who tried to kill her. We'll have to see how that plays out, if they can actually make amends. That it also lays out to what happens when Avengers, break shit and everyone gets blamed who has superpowers, and why they basically, like Luke Cage, don't want people knowing that they have powers. So it's a very, very crucial episode, and I've said this before I ever had the Council Network, with Sons of Anarchy. In that final season, we had a few episodes of build-up where it was just mostly talk and not as enough action. But when you get to those action scenes, it's more crucial because the character development is there. The build-up towards it is there. Build-up is very important to these things, and it plays out amazingly here. So, 9.1 out of 10. Build-up is super crucial. There wasn't tons of Kilgrave, and that's perfect, because you want Kilgrave to be kinda in the back. You want him to still be a mystery. We still have, how many episodes? We still have 6 and then 3. We have 9 episodes still to build up, 9 more hours of content with Jessica Jones. So this just has to lay down the groundwork, not only for side characters, but for other things that will play out, if not in this season, then in the next. And I do hope it gets greenlighted for the next season. I'm Ryu for the Council Network. If you enjoyed our content, make sure to subscribe for more and let people know what we do here, because we just want to bring you content. Legends of Tomorrow was confirmed for January 21st. So once it starts airing on January 21st, January 22nd, the morning of, I will have my review out of the first episode of Legends of Tomorrow, and I am highly anticipating it. There's a trailer out for it, but I have a lot on my plate right now, and there's supposed to be Star Wars, and I really want to talk about Star Wars. I'm going into the movie pretty blind. And there's also WWE, which we wanted to cover, so we're going to try to get everything out to you as fast as possible, as much as possible, without flooding your subscription box. So thanks for watching. Thanks for helping get this channel up to 140